Have you ever felt a disconnect with traditional church practices, sensing that something deeper was calling to you? You're not alone. Many spiritually attuned individuals find themselves at a crossroads, seeking a connection with God that goes beyond structured religion and enters into a personal, mystical communion with the divine. In today's discussion, we'll explore why the chosen often distance themselves from conventional churches, delving into the spiritual discomfort that arises when materialism overshadows genuine faith. If you've ever questioned the alignment of your spiritual practices with your inner calling, this video is for you. Join us as we uncover the profound reasons behind this shift and how you can foster a direct, meaningful relationship with God, free from the confines of material-driven faith. Don't forget, many who watch our videos aren't subscribed. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to join our community and deepen your spiritual journey with us. It's a profound calling, the stir of spirituality within. Yet for some, as they step into the church, a sense of unease takes hold. What was meant to be a sanctuary for the soul instead feels like unfamiliar terrain. This discomfort isn't a sign of waning faith, but rather an indication of spiritual evolution. It signals a heart in pursuit of a more authentic connection with the divine. The chosen ones, you see, possess a unique sensitivity to discern when elements are out of alignment with divine values. In the pews they sit, surrounded by the echoes of hymns and prayers, but their spirits feel tethered. Each sermon and scripture that once resonated now seems to echo through a filter of skepticism. It's not that the words are unfamiliar, they are as known as the back of a prayer book, but the context, the delivery, the very air feels as if it's shifted, clouded with a mundanity that shouldn't belong in a place so sacred. Why does this happen? It's not a simple question of doctrine or the lack thereof. It's about the vibration, the energy that fills these sacred spaces. The universe has a rhythm, a divine beat that resonates with those attuned to its frequency. And when that beat misaligns, the dissonance is palpable. The chosen feel it most, those whose spirituality is deeply woven into the fabric of their being, those for whom the mystical aspects of faith are as real as the benches they kneel upon. And so, they find themselves at a crossroads, where the path laid out by the church diverges from the one illuminated by their internal compass. This isn't about rebellion, nor is it a crisis of faith. Rather, it's a courageous act of authenticity, a necessary step in their spiritual journey. To follow this path requires bravery, for it often means walking alone, guided only by the celestial light within. Thus, the journey of the chosen often begins with a departure, a stepping away from the church as an institution. This departure is not an abandonment of faith, but a reclamation of it, a move towards a spirituality that embraces the universal truths of love, compassion, and divine connection. It's a call back to the roots, to the essence of what it means to truly believe. For many, the church is envisioned as a bastion of spiritual communion, a place where the soul's yearning for divine connection is nurtured. Yet, regrettably, some congregations have veered off this sacred path. They have become arenas where superficiality reigns, where the focus shifts from spiritual enrichment to the ostentation of piety. This transformation is not just disheartening, it's a betrayal of the church's fundamental purpose. The architecture of sanctity is often overshadowed by the scaffolding of status and wealth. Marble altars and golden crosses beam under meticulously designed lighting, while the essence of humble worship is shadowed in their glare. This spectacle of wealth and power is a far cry from the modest gatherings where early Christians shared their faith and lives. It's in these modern settings that materialism starts to seep into the spiritual foundation, eroding it subtly but surely. The chosen ones, those deeply attuned to the mystical interplay between the universe and spirituality, sense this shift most acutely. They walk into these places seeking solace and communion, but are met with a transactional approach to faith. Here, spirituality seems to be measured by the thickness of wallets, not the depth of prayer. The relentless focus on financial contributions, on building funds that often serve more to glorify the institution than to help the needy, creates a dissonance too jarring to ignore. For these individuals, such environments prompt a profound existential questioning. How can a place that teaches the virtues of humility and service also be one that unabashedly flaunts wealth. This contradiction not only fosters spiritual disconnection, it actively pushes the spiritually sensitive away. They begin to seek a purer form of worship, one that transcends the physical and reaches into the divine realms of mysticism and spirituality. Their departure is not an act of defiance, but a quest for authenticity. They seek a community where the essence of spirituality is not diluted by material concerns, but is the very foundation of communal interaction. It's a search for a place where the divine is revered in its most unadulterated form, where the mystical connection between the universe and the human spirit is celebrated, not commodified. In the scriptures, a clear directive resonates from the teachings of Jesus, particularly in Matthew 6:24. No one can serve two masters. You cannot serve both God and money. This admonition stands as a stark reminder of the incompatible nature between the devotion to wealth and the pursuit of spiritual integrity. Yet, in many modern churches, this biblical principle seems blurred, overshadowed by the gleaming allure of financial gain. The chosen ones, those deeply connected to the spiritual and mystical workings of the universe, find themselves disheartened by this incongruence. They witness leaders who preach humility while adorned in opulence, churches that prioritize fundraising over fostering genuine community. Such discrepancies not only raise ethical questions but also spiritual ones. How can institutions that profess to follow Christ's teachings reconcile their lavish expenditures with the plight of the less fortunate they pass daily? This conflict between spirituality and materialism is not just a theological debate. It's a daily struggle for those who seek a church that embodies the true teachings of Christ. The chosen feel an inner turmoil when they see churches acting more like corporations, where the spiritual currency of faith is exchanged for the tangible currency of money. They yearn for a place where faith is measured by one's love and service to others, not by the size of one's financial contributions. The biblical narrative offers numerous examples where Jesus championed the cause of the poor and critiqued the wealthy for their indifference. The parables and teachings emphasize that true wealth is spiritual, not material. In the eyes of the chosen, a church that aligns more with corporate greed than with the compassionate ethos of Christianity fails to serve its divine mandate. As they distance themselves from such institutions, the chosen are not abandoning their faith, but are seeking to realign it with a form of worship that honors God not through gold or silver, but through actions that reflect the teachings of Jesus. They look for communities where the mystical and spiritual aspects of their faith are not only acknowledged, but are central to the church's mission, places where the universe's vast spiritual truths are embraced wholeheartedly. The spiritual journey is deeply personal, and for the chosen, it becomes evident that real connection with God doesn't require intermediaries or grandiose settings. This realization often leads them away from traditional church environments, prompting a quest for a more intimate and direct dialogue with the divine. They come to understand that spirituality isn't confined to specific locations or rituals. It is accessible to anyone, anywhere who seeks it with a true heart. In their pursuit, they turn to practices that foster this direct link: prayer, meditation, and contemplation. These are not mere routines, but pathways to profound encounters with the divine. Prayer becomes more than recited verses. It is a heartfelt conversation with God, where fears, joys, and desires are shared openly. Meditation offers a quietude that silences the worldly noise, allowing the mystic whispers of the universe to be heard clearly. This shift is not just about disillusionment with church practices, but an awakening to the omnipresence of God. The chosen realize that the divine is not tethered to altars or icons, but is an ever-present essence, woven into the very fabric of the universe. In nature, in acts of kindness, in moments of gratitude, they find the sacred. These experiences reinforce their belief in a spirituality that is vibrant and omnipresent, not confined or controlled by human institutions. As they cultivate this personal connection, their spirituality becomes more robust and nuanced. It's a relationship built on authenticity and direct engagement with the divine, unmediated by the dogmatic structures that often dominate religious institutions. This path, chosen by the spiritually attuned, leads to a deeper understanding of the universe's mystical aspects and a clearer perception of their place within it. For the chosen, this journey is not a rejection, but a rediscovery of faith, a faith that is lived and experienced directly. It's a testament to the belief that the most profound spiritual connections are often the simplest, rooted in direct communion with God and the universe, resonant with the rhythms of the mystic and the eternal. Prayer and meditation serve as vital tools for the chosen, those who seek to deepen their spiritual connections beyond the confines of traditional church settings. These practices are not just rituals, but profound interactions with the divine, offering solace and strength in the complex tapestry of life. For these spiritually attuned individuals, prayer is an intimate dialogue with God, where the heart speaks freely, expressing its deepest fears, greatest joys, and sincerest hopes. Meditation, on the other hand, provides a sanctuary of silence, a retreat from the clamor of the material world. It allows the soul to quiet its incessant chatter, making space for the divine whisper of the universe. In this stillness, the chosen find clarity and peace, often receiving insights that guide them through life's challenges. These moments of quiet reflection reveal the mystical interconnections of all things, reinforcing their belief in a universe orchestrated by a higher power. These spiritual practices do more than just comfort. They empower. They offer a way to cleanse the spirit, to realign with divine purposes, and to fortify oneself against the trials of the external world. The chosen, through these practices, cultivate an inner reservoir of faith that fuels their daily actions and interactions. This internal strength is visible in their serenity and resolute spirit, attributes that draw others to them in search of guidance and wisdom. Moreover, the routine of prayer and meditation builds a framework for a life centered on spiritual growth and understanding. It becomes a personal liturgy, a daily reaffirmation of their commitment to a life led by divine principles. For the chosen, these moments are not isolated acts of faith, but continuous threads in the fabric of their spiritual journey, each stitch strengthening their bond with the divine. As they navigate the world, the chosen carry with them the insights and peace gleaned from these practices, using them as a compass to guide their actions and decisions. The power of prayer and meditation lies not just in the moments of stillness, but in the profound impact these practices have on their lives, enabling them to embody the mystic truths of the universe and reflect the divine light within. Embracing a spiritually chosen path can often lead to a journey of solitude. For those who feel called to delve deeper into the mysteries of faith and the universe, the road can be lonely. They may find themselves drifting away from conventional circles, misunderstood by family and friends who cannot grasp the intensity of their spiritual quest. This isolation is not a mere consequence of their beliefs, but a testament to their commitment to pursuing a higher truth. The chosen ones face myriad challenges, not least among them the skepticism of a world that values material success over spiritual depth. Their profound connection to the mystical aspects of the universe and their rejection of materialism can alienate them from those who do not share or understand their insights. It's a path fraught with misunderstandings and misinterpretations, as their deep convictions often set them apart from mainstream religious practices. Even historical figures like Jesus experienced profound isolation and misunderstanding. His teachings, radical and transformative, drew skepticism and hostility from many quarters. The chosen today may find solace in his experiences, recognizing that their path, while difficult, is also marked by a divine precedent. They understand that being chosen is not about gaining approval, but about remaining steadfast in their convictions, guided by a profound connection to the spiritual realm. This solitude, however, is not without its purpose. It serves as a crucible for spiritual fortitude, refining their beliefs and strengthening their resolve. In the silence of their isolation, the chosen often find the clearest communication with the divine. Their paths, illuminated by the light of their deep faith and meditation, they learn to see their solitude not as a burden, but as a sacred space where they can grow closer to the divine truths of the universe. Despite the challenges, the chosen are never truly alone. Their journey is accompanied by a sense of deep inner peace and purpose, fueled by their unwavering faith and the mystic energy of the universe that resonates within them. This inner strength helps them to overcome the obstacles they face and to continue their spiritual journey with resilience and grace. The journey of the chosen is not a solitary quest for personal enlightenment, but a profound mission to illuminate the way for others. Those who feel the pull of a higher calling are often seen as beacons by those around them, sought after for wisdom, comfort, and spiritual guidance. Without even realizing it, the chosen become mentors and guides, their lives reflecting the light of the divine truths they have come to understand. This role of spiritual leadership is not one they necessarily seek. Rather, it emerges naturally from their deep connection to the universe and their commitment to living out the mystical truths they have embraced. Each act of kindness, each word of encouragement they offer, is imbued with a deeper significance, echoing the divine love and compassion they have experienced in their own spiritual journeys. Their influence extends beyond their immediate circle. As they share their insights and experiences, they contribute to a larger dialogue about spirituality, mysticism, and the profound interconnectedness of all things. This dialogue often inspires others to explore their own spiritual paths, to question the materialistic values prevalent in society, and to seek a deeper, more meaningful existence. The chosen understand that their mission extends beyond personal salvation. It is about contributing to the spiritual awakening of humanity. Their lives, marked by both challenges and triumphs, serve as testaments to the power of faith and the transformative potential of living in alignment with divine will. Their work often involves not just spiritual mentoring, but active engagement in the community, helping the needy, supporting social justice initiatives, and advocating for a society that values spiritual growth over material gain. Through these actions, they fulfill their divine mandate to serve as lights in the world, guiding others through the darkness of ignorance and despair towards a brighter, more spiritually enriched future. In their journey, the chosen discover that while their path may begin in solitude, it does not mean they are alone. Across the globe, there are others who share their quest for a deeper, more authentic spiritual life. Finding and connecting with this community can be transformative, providing support and understanding that is often lacking in their immediate environments. This true spiritual community does not necessarily reside within the walls of a church or any specific holy site. Instead, it forms wherever there is a gathering of souls dedicated to exploring the deeper meanings of faith, spirituality, and the mysteries of the universe. These communities are bound not by dogma or ritual, but by a shared commitment to spiritual growth and the pursuit of mystical truths. Within these communities, the chosen find not only acceptance, but also encouragement to delve deeper into their spiritual practices. They exchange ideas, share experiences, and support each other's journeys with empathy and understanding. This fellowship is crucial as it helps each member to navigate the challenges of a spiritually committed life, reinforcing their resolve and providing a buffer against the misunderstandings and isolation they may face elsewhere. Moreover, these spiritual communities serve as incubators for new insights into the nature of the divine and human existence. Through collective meditation, prayer, and discussion, they uncover new layers of spiritual knowledge and ways to apply these insights in everyday life. This communal exploration enriches each member's understanding and fosters a dynamic spiritual life that continues to evolve and adapt. Here at Celestial Truths, we have created such a community. We invite you to join us, to share in this journey of spiritual discovery and growth. Together, we can explore the vast mystical expanse of the universe, supporting each other and expanding our collective consciousness. Subscribe to our channel and become part of a community that values deep spiritual connection and the pursuit of universal truths. As we close our exploration into why the chosen distance themselves from traditional churches, it's crucial to reflect on what we've discussed today. The journey towards a true spiritual connection with the divine is deeply personal and uniquely profound. It challenges us to seek beyond the superficial, to find the essence of our faith in the quiet moments of prayer and the peaceful solitude of meditation. What steps will you take to deepen your spiritual journey? How will you ensure that your path aligns with the mystical truths of the universe? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We grow stronger and more enlightened as a community. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. By joining our Celestial Truths community, you won't miss out on any of our discussions that could be crucial for your spiritual growth. Let's continue to support each other as we all strive to illuminate our paths and guide others in their spiritual quests. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and stay spiritually connected.